Lately, I've been getting many DMs on my Instagram from people who have been struggling with porn addiction and realizing that they have a porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Now, a porn-induced erectile dysfunction is when you cannot perform in a sexual intercourse with your partner because your brain is addicted to porn on such a level that it rewires itself and finds pornographic images and videos naturally stimulating because you taught it to respond sexually only when you are touching yourself. So this happens to many young men nowadays. It happened to me. The best thing to do here is to stop masturbating and watching porn, essentially starting your NoFap journey. But it's not going to be that simple or easy to just jump into NoFap and to heal yourself quickly. NoFap takes discipline, patience, and to have a strong mentality. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways on how to cure your porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Having a strong reason behind your NoFap journey is probably the most important thing. Asking yourself why you started NoFap, but actually sitting down and asking yourself that, will give you the mentality to curb the urge once it arrives. The reason on the surface might be just to fix my ED, but if you think about it more deeply, you can come up with other just as important reasons. For example, for me, when I get hit with an urge, I remind myself that if I relapse, my brain will switch to a state in which porn is more sexually stimulating than real-life sex, and over time, I'll get ED again. But I also remind myself that my energy levels will be reduced. I will resort to my feelings, which I want to control, but if I watch porn, I'll lose control over my brain, which I don't want happening. The same thing goes for you. You should have a strong why and also find other pros that come with NoFap. Maybe you have noticed that when you relapse, you get brain fog, so you want to add focus as one of your sub-reasons for being on this journey. I highly recommend writing down your main reasons and plus all the other benefits that come with NoFap. If you want, you can also write down cons that come with NoFap, which there are, like constant urges and not letting yourself orgasm, which is an amazing feeling. But if you think about it, most NoFap cons in the long run actually become pros as they train your mind to become stronger. Getting constant urges is unpleasant, but over time, this trains your discipline over your mind. Believe me, if you just say to yourself that, oh, I'm not gonna watch porn because why not? You're not gonna get anywhere. You'll just keep relapsing and justifying your relapses as, well, I didn't do this as a challenge, I just tried it out. Sit down with yourself, think about the why, and you'll see just how much your NoFap journey will become easier. I talked about this in my Key to Succeed in a 30-Day NoFap video, which you can check out by clicking here or by checking this video's description. In that video, I mentioned that finding something meaningful and productive to do is the main thing to succeed on your NoFap journey. Actually, this is not true. I learned that having a strong why is much more important as it will set your mentality for long-term success. But by occupying yourself with productive tasks is the second most important thing. Working on your side hustle or trying to develop new skills is especially important nowadays as we spend most of our time indoors. And if you are alone and bored most of the time, you're just setting yourself up for a relapse. Right now we have many opportunities for learning and developing ourselves because of the new created time. There are no more excuses of not doing the things you wanted but never had the time to do it. Our brains are constantly chasing that dopamine hit, whether it would be to check your phone or eat something, so if you just sit down doing nothing, you will get urges to masturbate as your brain will search for any easy dopamine sources. So yeah, find something productive to do. If you want to fix your erectile dysfunction, you have to realize that it's not all about getting that 90-day NoFap streak. The problem begins in your mind because whenever you watch porn or masturbate by using your imagination, the brain is tricked into thinking that this is the natural way to have sex. So what I'm trying to say is that just by viewing porn or thinking about it is damaging your brain. If you want to heal yourself as quickly as possible, which is not going to be quick, but you can make it not as long, you have to set up your environment for success. Unfollow every Instagram model or just unfollow any person that provides you with sexual content on any of the social media platforms. Because if you scroll Instagram and see an ass pic, you're just going to get hit with an urge. And it all starts from here. You see a sexy model, you check her Instagram, you check some other photos, and before you know it, you're scrolling through Pornhub and then you relapse. So it's better to minimize your chances of relapsing if you want to heal your ED. Don't forget, if you watch porn but don't masturbate, don't think of yourself as if you disciplined yourself and got through it. Of course, if that happens, it's some progress. But you still let your brain consume that information, which is not natural for it, and you unknowingly distance yourself from fixing your ED. Always go back to the why you are doing this, and it will be easier to get through the urges. Last thing you need to learn to fix your ED is to have patience on this NoFap journey. It's not going to happen overnight or in 30 days or even in 90 days. It's not about the number. It's about when your brain switches back to its natural sexual state. For me, I don't get turned on just by looking at a girl that I like or imagining her being naked or stuff like that. I don't like women just by looking at them anymore. Of course, I'm not saying that I'm not attracted to beautiful women. I mean that as I don't get turned on just by looking. I get turned on when a girl that I find attractive touches me, and I'm much more attracted to girls with great personality that share common ideas with me. It took me about 1 year and 6 months to fix my erectile dysfunction, and for you it may happen sooner or later depending on when your brain fully reboots. But just try to find enjoyment in this journey. It's nice when you're not dependent on your feelings and you don't always walk around like a zombie because of the overflow of orgasm dopamine in your head. The touch and the mental connection is the natural sexual stimuli, and that's what you should aim at in order to fix your erectile dysfunction. Become a man that you deserve to be. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Also, leave your comments down below about your thoughts and experiences on porn-induced erectile dysfunction. If you have any more questions about NoFap or just anything else, you can DM me on my Instagram and also follow me there for daily self-improvement content. If you would like to support this channel and improve its quality, there's going to be links both to my PayPal and my Patreon down in the description. Thank you again for watching and stay on your journey.